Chit Chat vlog.
Hello, welcome back to another daily vlog. We are on August the 1st. I am so happy. This month is a fresh new start. I'm still not spending a lot of money. I'm not even having a budget for August like I told y'all before. Ooh. Anywho, I showered already and stuff, so I washed my face in the shower with some lukewarm water. I'm gonna sit and chit chat with y'all and let y'all know that last night I went on a date. Not an in-person date, it was like a blind date over the phone. So, never seen this person before, but he called me on video chat and we chit-chatted. He was really nice and stuff. The guy could cook. He was making some Caribbean spaghetti. And that spaghetti looks so freaking delicious. And the man can cook, okay? I've discovered from this phone blind date that I went on recently, I discovered that there are some men out here in this world who are single and they are tired of being single. It's like some of these men are ready to settle down. And then you have some men, they not sure. They like, okay, I don't want to be single, but I want to be single. It's like, make up your mind, okay? Anywho, but there's a lot of single men who are tired of being single. But anywho, y'all know that I'm celibate. I've been celibate for the past 2 years. I have not dated and I'm not dating, but okay, yeah. Over the phone blind date, yeah, that is a date, but it was over the phone. Like, I'm not going out on dates, you know, to restaurants and stuff like that, okay? I know I made a vow in the beginning when I first became celibate to not date. But then recently I've been thinking, okay, what kind of men are out there who are single? And I just, you know, want to see how some of these men view dating and like what they're looking for, if they're looking for a long-term relationship and stuff like that. Like, you have to understand this, I am still human. But anywho, so I just, you know, wanted to go on a phone blind date. I said, okay, I'm not dating. I'm not going out to places. I'm not going to go actually meet him, but me and him can talk over the phone. I like dark-skinned Rastas, okay? He was a light-skinned Jamaican Rasta. I like dark-skinned Jamaican Rastas, okay? That's my preference, okay? That's my preference. But he was really cool, though. But, he's a nice-looking guy, though. But, I can't deal with light-skinned men. Yeah, so he was cool. He was cool. Now, let me get some skincare. Ooh, will there be another over the phone blind date? I don't know. Because this is my first time ever, you know, going on a blind date over the phone. I do not have another over the phone blind date. Like, I don't know if there's a man out there that will go on another over the phone blind date with me. Over the phone blind dating, I don't even know if it exists, but it's interesting. Because you don't know who you go, I mean, you know who you talking to because, you know, obviously y'all talking on the phone, but you don't know what that man looked like. You know what I mean? So that's the kick I got out of that over the phone blind date that I went on. You know, he was a nice looking guy, but he just wasn't my type of guy. Like I said, I prefer a Rasta to be dark skinned. Ain't nothing against light skinned Jamaican men, but I just prefer a dark skinned Jamaican Rasta, okay? It's just something about the dark men. It's just something about the dark skin. I love it. I love handsome dark skinned men. Girl, I'm not even dating. What am I talking about? But, yeah. So when I first became celibate, right, I was chit-chatting with this guy, and he told me that I liked light-skinned men. Look, I don't judge no man on his skin color, but this guy that told me that, he was a, you know, dark-skinned man. And I told him, I said, you know, I don't judge a guy on his skin color. I judge him on his character and how he would treat me, like if me and him was talking or anything. But I told him, I said, I like dark-skinned men. Oh, you only date light-skinned guys. The way he said it was like him telling me in so many words that I wouldn't date him because he's dark-skinned. And I told him, I said, I like dark-skinned men, you know? But it was weird because no guy had ever told me that. So I was thinking, well, shoot, maybe there's chicks out there that don't want to date that dude because of his skin color. Maybe he experienced that, you know what I mean? But no, I don't discriminate on a man's color of his skin. But my preference in dating a Rasta man is a dark-skinned man. I don't know. I just love dark-skinned men. And that's just my preference. And there's men who date women who they prefer to date. Like there's some men they prefer to date light-skinned women. There's some men they prefer to date dark-skinned women. So even men, they have a preference in the type of women that they want to date. They might want to date a full-figured woman. They might want to date a woman that's skinny. So all I'm trying to say is, like, who knows? I mean, one day when I'm not celibate anymore and I become, you know, a wife and stuff, like, I don't know, my husband might be light-skinned. But my preference in a man that I really want is a dark-skinned man. Dark-skinned men are so handsome. Now that, you know, I've been celibate for 2 years, I've come to the realization that I've always liked dark-skinned men. I always have, okay? Now, I'm going to say this in a respectful way. Even Tyrese, the singer, he handsome. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, when you're celibate, you don't date, there's no man in your life, like, sometimes you can feel lonely. Like, I'm not used to being alone. I'm used to being in a long-term relationship. I'm not used to being by myself. So when you're by yourself and you're by yourself because you're celibate, it can feel lonely because you're so used to being loved, being in a relationship and stuff like that. So I guess that's why I'm kind of like socially blind dating on the phone in a way. I shouldn't even say blind dating. It's just talking on phone, I guess. Or it might be dating, I don't know. But I just call it blind date because I'm not going out on no date. Now, I don't know, maybe one day Mr. Right will, you know, walk into my life on the phone. Being celibate is a decision that I made personally and on a spiritual level because I don't want to be out here dating a lot of men. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, go back and forth with no man that can't make up his mind if he want to be with me or not. You know, it's either you know or you don't know. And if you don't know, we ain't gonna be together. But yeah, this man, he's asked me out a couple of times. And I let him know that, you know, I'm celibate and I'm not dating and all that stuff, you know. So I don't know, he probably moved on by now, but I have a feeling that he has not moved on. He'll be back, okay? He'll be back to ask me out again. Maybe. I don't know. Because sometimes, you know, when you turn a guy down who really likes you, he might end up finding somebody and moving on, you know? But I have a feeling he'll be back. I have a feeling. I don't know. I just have a feeling because, like, he genuinely liked me. Like, one of my friends was actually telling me that the guy that likes me really likes me. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. He might come back. But I'm glad that I explained to him that I am celibate. I'm not dating. And yeah, he's a little older than me. And that's okay.